I don't really know what I'm going to do in this video, which shouldn't surprise you, because the only thing I have decided is it's going to be called something along the lines of General Ramblings. There's quite a few different videos that I would like to do, and ultimately that's going to take quite a bit of time. Each one, when it needs some editing, does take quite a long time, which is why I've rushed a couple recently. So I'm going to rush another one. So, you know, if you've clicked on it, you're probably expecting General Ramblings. So that's what I'm going to do. Basically to give a sneak peek. Yeah, to give a sneak peek of some of the things that I want to cover. One thing I want to do is types of aim. I think there's 4. I'm sure there's probably more than that, but there's 4 that I can think of. So first is kind of Donnie Darko style, tracing the enemy's future path. You know where they're going, you know where they're going, so you're just trying to get a little bit too much in front of that path and then just let them move a little bit quicker than your aim, and they will just step into the right spot, and as the front of their face steps into that right spot, you let go. Now it's the hardest one to see with me because I've shortcutted it quite a lot, and like that one I came from the back rather than the front. Slow-mo. If you're not using slow-mo, well, you're not going to do as well, are you? So I've been playing this map. Wait for the bell because it's really noisy. I've been playing this map a little bit for videos, a little bit of testing, a little bit of recording. I haven't really particularly tried for score. So that's what I'm going to do, whilst also generally rambling. Those heads, they don't move about so much. If you watch them walk down the stairs, their heads are pretty, you know, just going straight down. Their arms might be doing all this and their legs might be doing all this, but their heads actually are moving pretty smoothly down that staircase. So that was one type of aim. Another one, okay. It hurts me to go through. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to go for that now because I want to get some points. So for the snipers, it's like you're basically setting up so you know where it's going to end up and you're expecting that shot. What your aim is about is getting the amount of time between them getting to the spot where you know your arrow is going to hit and, you know, releasing your arrow. Not quite sure which way around I said that. You know what I mean, don't you? So I could carry on the combo here, but I'm not going to because there's not a lot of value in it. I'd rather let them come in a bit, have a bit more control. yeah, so this sniper, you already know it's going at the point you're putting it. It's just the timing of when they get there. And when you've got a few of them going along, Lost Passage is great for this on that path at the back. When there's a few of them coming along and they're all equally spaced, you just kind of feel the rhythm and can hit a few in a row. So that's 2 types of aim. What were the others? Okay, so through here, it's like, so if there was a knight coming down those stairs, there's a nice big head to hit. Kind of, the back of the arrow is just there, and you're just aiming around in a circle, waiting for him to go into your... He went the wrong way. That's always used to happen. I wanted her to go up by the stairs then, because there's this double gap. If you're right on this corner, Tempest, through there where you're kind of grazing 2 gaps, you can get double gap when the Orphan goes around there. You can score a few points. Look, didn't matter that a couple got over the line. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so I didn't really explain this one properly. So it's like you're just using your bow hand to just make final little adjustments, and your string hand is just like fixed basically. Oh, I just shifted then. My place just shifted. Always know where your arrows are going to be. Always. I personally have the exploding ones. Those sides don't use them as much. And then Tempest and Hand of God. Nice and close. Ah, wave 6. So like I can't really remember the details of this map very well. But I do know this one. Should explain it first, I guess. So, because there are going to be a few enemies come out there, and they're kind of strung apart a little bit, Hand of God onto those steps means that they will bunch up, and most of them, if not all, will come down the stairs and present a nice little opportunity for a Tempest shot. So The Hand of God, before you ring the bell, means that you can still be on for a perfect. And yeah, hopefully I don't mess this one up. It's the sort of one I get annoyed about when I do mess it up. I think I realised that it is a bit of luck as to how many enemies come out nice and close to bring up some combo. Oh no, I've missed it. So even losing my combo there, and having to get some more again, that is still a reasonable score. That's 2, right? Right. Always remember your head count. Do it better than me. Got to remind myself by saying it out loud to speak up when the game gets noisy. Right, what was the last type of aim? Okay, so within a range. No, I might do that between waves actually, because I think I've got to move for that. Wave 7, what happens in wave 7? Not a lot. I've got a feeling this is one that doesn't spew a lot of points too easily. See there, I've totally thrown away whatever heads I got at the end of the last wave. If I got any, I don't even know. I don't even know. Shop strategy has to evolve as you evolve and your ability evolves. I was thinking about how to go about it, and it's really difficult because I can't really remember exactly what my shop strategies were. But essentially, once you're getting loads of points, you're just going to be wanting to buy as many Tempest as possible and as many Hand of God as possible. Generally on Anakim's advance, I will now take either of them in either of those two positions. On the other maps, I will probably take Hand of God if it's offered at 3 and Tempest for either of the positions. Because I can afford it, because I'm at the point where I've got enough points going on. Right, let's move over for this thing. So, well, yeah, move right up here. So it's a different angle, but if you... Oh, it's moved me down again. Oh, I never used to do that. That's why I always avoided moving over there. Okay, cool. So, we've got a Holy Light running from where is it? From about there to somewhere over there. And we're going to be triggering loads of cupids from down there. Now, some of the time I'm going to be going for their head and I'm not going to worry about the holy light, but when I'm going for points, I might still go for the head. Depends how I'm feeling. Sorry, tripping over my sofa again. The main point is I'm hitting it over the holy light. So there's quite a small range there, really. You don't want to get into the pillars. You've got this small range. So as he's flying up, you can be ready within that range. And again, it's kind of a timing thing, but you can also adjust forward and back a little bit. But essentially, you let him get into your range, and then so long as you hit him, you know it's going to be over the holy light. I think that makes sense. Hope it makes sense. Oh my god, I'm miles out. Where am I? I do not have my Guardian on. Well, I'll make it huge so I can't see it. Because it makes sense. Right, number 8 has got an Orphan in it. Hoping for higher scores by now. But those are the brokes, I guess. Oh, look at me, I spoke up a bit when it was noisy. Could have avoided speaking over the bell and all, but you know, nobody's perfect. Right, what have we got? Okay, so she's coming from over there, which is good. It's now 50-50 as to whether she goes. No, she's going the wrong way again. We'll leave them there for now. So the Orphan there, once she didn't go the way I wanted her to, up that way, she's then, well, in I'm going to miss it a lot of the time range, because she's quick and, you know, she's the Orphan. She's there to avoid arrows. So my option was have quite a high chance of missing one, giving me a loss of combo and no chance at the perfect, or using a Tempest, which would give me a free arrow, which could be a Tempest, but you know, 75% is not going to be. And it would give me some Holy Light. Well, I've already got some Holy Light. It was going to be up there. It wasn't going to do me much good. So, mathematically, it makes sense to just let it go. Wave 9. What do I know about Wave 9? Ah, this is the one with the 2 exploding heads. You can get them both up there. Let's see if I was right. See if my video is actually able to hold water. How many heads have I got? Somebody tell me how many heads I've got. Because I've got 3. That is the bingo shot up there. that holy light is fantastic. It's where all the points are coming from. I missed that. Really, didn't I? Kind of wanted the two heads, but you know. Wave 10. Is wave 10 an orphan? I think it's 10 or 11 and then 14. Come on then, Orphan. There's got to be one that goes the right way. If you stick around, I might, no promises, jump into the other maps and point out somewhere where the big points are. Because essentially what this game is figuring out the biggest shot. Because of the way combo works, it totally makes sense to have your biggest shot at the end of the combo. Ooh. Well, it's all gone wrong, isn't it? It's all gone wrong. Oh, it hurts. It hurts when that happens. Got killed wrong. Oh, when it falls apart, it does fall apart, doesn't it? Blimey. Yeah, go on, I'll have some of them. And I'll have some of them as well, I think. Yep. Probably the wrong decision, because, you know, I've got sod all points. Wait, there wasn't an orphan last time, was there? So that must be this one. Did I leave himself with any heads? I've got no idea. Don't matter, does it? Yet? Not sure. I missed. Sniper elite. Miles away. Didn't it kind of feel like the wave was somewhere near over? It wasn't. I'm sure I'll find some mention of it on my notes. What is going on with this score? What am I normally on by this point? What? I am not using a lot of hand of golf, am I? What am I doing differently? Missing, that's one thing I'm doing differently. Not so hot. That's a bit better. Missed at the beginning, didn't I? Yes, missed at the beginning, so I'm not all for perfect. Oh, I might have to bleep that bit. Dunno, depends. How good's your hearing? This is rubbish. Rubbish. Right, wave 13. There is a lovely crowd that always appears and always goes down the stairs. They come up from there, somewhere near the end of the wave, go to the top of the stairs, so you want the holy light up there, and then Tempest through that archway, straight through where it kind of joins up, not at the top, but there. Yeah, that's how I point. Forgot how to point. And it's like You're never going to see their heads. Well, hang on. Why am I not doing it from over here? Why am I, does that not? Right, I think I need a bit of testing on this actually to see if I totally missed something. But essentially, they're getting to the holy light over there. They're coming down the stairs. You want to get them whilst they're still at the top before they start coming down, so that they're still in the holy light. And you want to get straight through there at their heads that you can't see. What I did try for a bit was kind of kneeling down for that shot. What I found was I just kept skimming the top of their heads and, well, not skimming them, just not hitting, and everything was gone, and had to start again, you know, because that's the biggest shot. I've got 1.2 million is my biggest for that shot on wave 13. That's not going to happen right now, but you know, got to make myself look good somehow because I'm not doing it at the moment. I think there are possibly other waves to put Hand of God out there. I can't really remember. I think some of them are sort of 50-50. No, I'm not going to take that because it's wave 13. I want to give myself a chance to get perfect. Oh, head count. Oh, I totally forgot to put out my incursions. Which means I don't have this wall of bombs protecting me. Which is always good to have. Keep the combo going. Right, there they are. There they are, look. Coming out there. Now here, having the incursions out really makes a big difference. Bit more respectable. Right, what have we got up here? Let's put these away. Go on, let's put these out a little bit late. Right, last wave for me because I'm Not going to do wave 15. Oh, which means I may as well buy them. And that. And put them away. Yeah, my head's not really not in the right way of thinking, I guess. And I definitely can't remember the map well enough. Now I know I'm 14 and 15. It's more random, I guess. Notice they do interrupt headshot sequences. The holy light I want. How am I going to get any enemies? Ah, the Orphan. Hello. Double gap. Huh. Missed a head. But that's how you get the Orphan on a double gap. Boo! Is that the first one I've missed? Didn't realise it. So yeah, it's ended up alright. My top is 6.9 million, but I've only got over 6 million once. No. No, twice maybe. Yeah, right. What have I not told you about this map? So these gap shots over here are not really going to add anything to your score. There may be an enemy coming down there that it's useful to hit to keep the combo going, but the gap shot's not going to do a whole heap because there's just no opportunities really. Double gap shots. That will, you know, really help your score a lot. It's 2 times for a gap shot, 2 times for a double gap shot, so 4 times. Hence the fact that that's the bingo shot across there, through the double gap, over the holy light, with the tempest, without being able to see, smack them all in the head on the end of a big combo. Bosh, that's your big shot. The Orphan I've just shown you is another big shot. Believe me, I've got more points than that out of that Orphan before. I've got quite a few. And look for the trick of the Hand of God over there. And when you slow-mo, I still haven't actually talked about slow-mo. I've used it a lot, but when you fire it, if you immediately hit the slow-mo button, you give it enough time to get up there and hit the bell, so that that's not expiring, basically, because as soon as you fire it, it's expiring, right? I don't think I need to tell you anything else about this map at the moment. So, hang on, what was it? 3.1. Let's see where that would put me. Oh, it's 3.1 something. Oh, I don't know. I think it's 3.15 maybe. So yeah, that would put me in second. Of course, I didn't do wave 15, you know. But. So, what else shall we show you during my general ramblings? I can't believe you've actually lasted this long. It's really, really good of you both. Right. Sniper shots. Go for your sniper shot achievements in here. So that's down there. Yeah, down there. Down there's a bit harder. Like the timing can be a bit awkward going between those two pillars. Well, the three. Each of the pillars that are in the way, slightly different width. So it's, you know, they're not different width. They're different distances. Different distance. This one's near. This one's far away. You know what I mean. There are double gap shots down there. Let's just move myself a bit. So the big shot on this one, well, I suppose there's a couple, but one of them's exclusive to the Orphan. So through there with a Tempest, you may want to kneel down a bit. Why does this not feel as like it normally does? No, it's right. It is right on here. Sure it is. So build up a combo. Tempest basically there, I think. And that will give you more points than any of the Holy Light, basically. It's a long shot, which is it a long shot or is it a sniper shot? I'm not sure, but the distance adds to it, basically. The Holy Light up there is rubbish. These two Philly boots, but you know, there's nothing special about them. This one's kind of annoying because it's hard to get the gap shot with the Holy Light. Like none of the Holy Light in this map is particularly great. Obviously, they should all be used, but, well, possibly with the exception of the one at the back, at the top of the stairs. Like, that's pretty rare for me. Yeah, that's that big shot. The other one is the Orphan. So the Orphan will come one of two ways, either down those steps or down those steps. If it comes down those, she can either turn left and go up the middle, or she can go straight on and disappear over there. If that happens, better luck next time. If she comes down these stairs, she will always go that way. So those stairs 50-50, those stairs always. If you... Oh, I kind of want to show it. I don't want to just describe it. Let's just get through these waves quick. I'm going to do beginner style. Just see if I can polish them off nice and quick. Yeah, that's all right. Put the Tempest in, lovely. So it will be wave 4. It'll be wave 4. I'm sure it'll be wave 4. Yeah, it will be wave 4 that the Orphan comes out. It's always wave 4 the first one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, she will. See, I'm waiting for them all to get here. Waiting for them all to get here so I can get all my points. I'm not. What's going on? Yeah, has kind of given me a big old silence to feel, hasn't it? Oh, that's it. I was going to explain how it runs round. No, I was going to show you. I was going to... Oh, it's going to run round. It's going to come down there. It's going to go round. It's going to disappear behind that bit. And then you're not going to be able to see it for a bit. You'll just spot it in that window there. And then she'll disappear back again behind that pillar. Run across, disappear behind that pillar. And when she's just got behind that pillar, like maybe kneeling down might help. I've not properly sorted this map out. But yeah, essentially that's a gap and that's a gap, right? And that through there with a normal arrow is not a gap. With a Tempest, grazes that one, double gap shot, brilliant. So, particularly Orphans at the end, if you've got a nice big, should have just bought that. Oh well, nice big combo, Orphan near the end, which they are later in the waves. I think wave 11 and 14. No, that's I can't remember. Do your own research. Yeah, you can get some big points off it, basically. So those are the two shots. Through there with the Tempest, and through there getting the Orphan with the Tempest. Maybe actually, if she does come down here, I'll make sure I've not got a combo. Nice to see it. There she goes. Right. So she's going to run round. Oh, I didn't quite see it because I'm right on the edge, which you should be on the edge. Sniper, double gap shot. So that's not hit her in the head. So if I'd hit her in the head, that's 80,000 points without any combo. Good, isn't it? Good. Yeah, I've shown you that one. Let's go somewhere else. Wow, if anyone is actually still here at this point, wow, like that's dedication. Well done, well done. Yeah, come on, let's do each of them. I'm not going to spend as much time in this one though. So you have got totally like there. Totally like there, down here, and up there. That's the nice tempting one because it's long shot. There's loads of enemies at times. You can stick a hand of God over there and get loads of enemies all at the same time. Definitely, you should be exploiting that for points. But the key to this one is figuring out how to use the other ones properly. So the one up there, like, if you find a use for it, let me know. The one down here, like, clearly it's real close. You can get loads of headshots. Hand of God, when loads of them coming down, loads of headshots, loads of cupids, brilliant. That one over there, if you can get a hand of God down when loads of knights are coming through, and you can pick them off through there, that will bring you a few points. But the one that I think most people probably won't see, certainly took me a little while. Oh, blimey, how high do I need to go? Where are we? So this one down here, it runs from about there to possibly just past that pillar. It also ends kind of around about there. So to manage to get the gap shot and the holy light, like, it's pretty difficult. So make it easy on yourself and instead get the gap shot with the tempest. So you can basically go through straight through that pillar. Counts as a gap shot because you're grazing the gap, and you can hit lots of lovely heads right over the holy light, and that will really make a big difference to your score. There's one that I haven't nailed at all. I really have not nailed this, and it's because I can't get the timing right. So when they come out of the top, they're either disappearing round that way or round this way. If it's that way, it's round up over onto there and down those stairs over there. But that period of time seems to take longer than I would expect it to. So what I struggle with is anticipating when they're going to start coming down the stairs. But there is a double gap shot just there, which can definitely bring some points out. But you know, it's awkward. I've got this. You see, that looks absolutely obvious, and I've got a feeling there's something weird about that. Maybe they just, most of them come out in front of that second gap. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, have fun on that. You know what? I'm not going to do Anakim's Advance because, you know, if you want to know about Anakim's Advance, there's like 50 minutes of it that you can get into, and, you know, you are definitely the right person to watch it. You know, I broke it down into 3 parts, 3 less than 20-minute digestible parts. Position kept going wrong. It was awful. But, you know, there's some quality tips in there. Now this one, Nefarious Invasion, is a wonderful nightmare. Wonderful. So in season 1 that I got to just near the end of, the way you scored points wasn't on this or Anakim's Advance. It was only the other 3 maps were on there, but the way you scored points was getting cupids over holy light. So it was lots of tempests on cupids over holy light. Great, brilliant, we got lots of score. But then to change that around a bit, they halved the points available for a cupid, and absolutely it made sense to do that. It's made it a more complete game. I'm just gonna hit the button and play through a bit. This is awkward as hell. So that first, you know, I said about there being 4 different types of aim that I've figured out. that first one, kind of following along and you're following their future path, you can't really see in me, because that's the process that I use to learn it. It's not what I've ended up with, but it has helped me get there. I had to do the same thing with this. I had to go, no, I've got to learn how to do it again. And it's simply because they're coming from the left. So if you find this one particularly difficult, you are not alone. But just like, you know, most of the other maps last season, I did kind of bump this one up and got it up to 4.3 million. It's very possible. So it goes back to the season 1 sort of model. There's, okay, we'll give you, so there's big shot here, so there's a holy light over there. If you can, you've certainly got to kind of kneel down for this one and graze the top of the gap. You can get some good points over there. Let me just finish these up. There's another holy light over here. Absolutely wonderful gaps to go through. I think it's only that one, maybe. Yeah, I think it's only that one. Wonderful gap to go to. Really, really inviting. The problem is that it's quite difficult, like getting the timing right and predicting where they're going to be. Maybe it's just me not paying enough attention, I'm not sure. But, oh, you know what? I haven't got a clue where I am in my living room. Well, I'm in the living room, but you know. Certainly next to some form of furnishing. Oh, I didn't do anything on positioning, but I'm not, because, you know, I wasted loads of time on that in the Anakim thing. I didn't explain it very well. You know, there will be evidence. Oh, the summoners. I love these little things. Wonderful. Oh, I didn't think I got a headshot at the end. So the trick for this, well, it's not a trick, the way to figure it out is getting cupids to spawn from around here and fly up and go north. Summoners, like, so I've got one headshot. If I could manage to get the headshot on him, I might be able to produce another cupid. So let's see if we can get this one flying the right way. From there, he may go right, but he's good. He's good, I think. Oh, I've got a tempest. Yeah, so no combo. This is only one. This is only one of them, though. That's the problem. So, straight up normal shot. Oh, my headset power is low. Uh-oh. I better stop, I've been talking too long. So, what was that? 10,000. Over a holy light, times it up by 4. The big thing, though, is that you want the cupids to be cloned. Alright, I wonder if I can plug my headset in without having to take it off, because as soon as I take it off, it's going to stop the recording. The Orphan in this one is usually cloned straight away there. Sometimes I have to continue to do that. And these little lovelies just evade me and evade me and evade me. Cupid flying up there. If I can manage to get another cupid whilst he is flying off, obviously I'm not going to. That can, you know, possibly bring up the holy light over there. Definitely rambling now. So it can get a bit overwhelming, this one, sometimes. But you need, if you want to really get some big points, you kind of need to cope with that. You need Cupid spawning from down here, so they'll go left, like experiment with where they go right, where they go left. Telling you that there's a good spot around there where they'll go left. And yeah, try and get them to be cloned. So if you've got your Cupid flying up there and this summoner guy is cloning someone down there, well, kill the guy down there, because stop trying to clone the corpse and clone the Cupid, and then he's going to go over there and you can have a nice big combo because you've been doing really well recently. Then you're going to get your Tempest and you're going to shoot and it's going to go right in between the two of them. That's really going to annoy you, but you're going to figure out how wide your Tempest can go. If you haven't got the Tempest achievement, get the Tempest achievement. It's like crucial for improving your points, because the Tempest is where the points come from. That is your points arrow. You will start to get a feel of when you can. Sometimes they'll be real close and it'll be easy peasy. You can just bring them down together. Sometimes they'll be just too far apart, and you know that if you try and split the difference between them, that then it will just disappear down the middle. Sometimes you're not sure. Yeah, like if you can get it cloned twice and have 3 Cupids, that's even better. But the main factor is making it a multi-kill, and hitting that on the end of a nice big combo. Anyway, I've definitely waffled for far too long. I've overstayed my welcome, I'm sure. Bravo for getting this far. Bit ridiculous that you have. I think you probably need to look at yourself and decide to make sure you put all of your effort into Siege of Heaven, because, you know, I want to see those scoreboards lighting up. I was thinking about trying to get people to post their runs so that, well, there can be some public analysis, essentially. Like, I will happily look at people's stuff and, you know, not make that public as well. I'll happily offer advice. But if you do feel like having your... I keep wanting to say run, and then it becomes runs, and then it's diarrhea, and it's like, you know, it just... Because it's run, like the main game, it's just run, your run. You need the run. But with this, because it's there's a few that you're more often going to be talking, and yeah, just awkward, isn't it? Awkward. Anyway, what was I rambling about? It was something or other, isn't it? Something or other. I think you got the message. Should we call it a day? Yeah. All right. Cheerio.